The greatest tragedy of the African diaspora is that it displaced all of our people throughout the Americas and the Caribbean, displacing the culture of our diverse heritage. But through all of this, we as a people have never lost our desire to live free, under our own sovereignty, governing ourselves. And one of the greatest examples of this took place in a country known as Brazil, with a Maroon community called Quilombo dos Palmares.
Maroons have existed as long as we have come in contact with the yoke of slavery known as the Western world, whether it's throughout the Caribbean, Veracruz, Mexico, Brazil, Peru, North America. Maroons have always existed. The important thing about Maroons is that Maroons show us the ability to make something happen with an agenda. The Maroon agenda was to be liberated, to live upon your own terms, to have your own way of life. Not only were they willing to have these things, they was willing to fight, live, and die for them. The Maroons had the mentality that they could not continue to live in the way that they lived. They had a mentality of sacrifice. One of the main things that they knew they had to sacrifice was what we know as individualism. Maroons sacrificed this concept of individualism. They formed a mentality that they were going to be free together, they was going to live together, they was going to fight together, and by any means, if they had to, they would die together. So this is what's important about the Maroon mentality, is that it had a one unified, plural mindset.
Quilombo dos Palmares became one of the largest Maroon communes, at its height holding anywhere from 10 to 20,000 people. According to the historians of Brazil, sometime during the 16th century, 40 rebellious Africans escaped captivity of a sugar mill near Porto Calvo in the region Pernambuco in northeast Brazil. In higher plains, they found solitude, a place full of palm trees, fertile soil, a lot of water, and an abundance of wildlife. They called this place, which was built on the foundation of communalism and self-determination, Quilombo, a word in the Mbundu African language, which meant war camp. A community led and comprised mostly of Angolans became well organized, with the complex social structure of leaders similar to the infrastructure our ancestors were accustomed to back in Africa. And you ask if blacks can get along. We can, and we did, under one common mission, one common goal: to live how we were